Hola, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Hold on, let me. Hola, can you hear me? I can't hear you. No puedes escuchar.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Hola.
it's a technical problem. It
Okay,
happens, but
that's okay.
it has a solution. It has a solution. Well,
Yes.
I was telling to our audience that they can send us the questions that they have to make to you. Yeah, here now. They can hear it too.
Good.
It's a good thing to have you here to talk about this present single that comes out now today. And what can you tell us about this present in your life and this present single?
Yes. So thank you so much for having me on to talk. I really appreciate it. I'm very happy to be here. But yeah, I released Present today, just came out, and it's about my struggle with anxiety and what I go through with mental health. Um, I produced it myself, and I also recorded it, and I'm just happy that it's out and it's done, and that you guys can listen to it and hear it and see what you think. Um, but yeah, that's just a little bit about the song.
And it's a whole message of working in life and to progress, and making it through work and through mm, so también through courage in life, making it all the things possible. I guess when I hear you talk about mental health too, and go through this process of taking off all anxiety, and you talk about this so much, and you had this tour anti-anxiety
I'm
that
sorry, I didn't hear the last thing.
I said that you have do this anti-anxiety tour, and I hear you talking about all of this mental health thing, and it's important to care about this also so much more in this time of quarantine and of all of this thing with the pandemic, who has through the world through a quarantine, and all the process that came through it.
Yes, so it's been very difficult to live in these times. I know a little bit of Spanish, so I will say tengo ansiedad mucho. So it's important for me to stay inside and to stay healthy and to do what I can to keep myself balanced. So I turn to music a lot. I produzco mi música en mi casa, and I record myself. And that's how I am able to stay focused and balanced and have some semblance of normalcy, because
Yeah,
it's very, very hard. But music has
yeah,
been my saving grace for sure.
yeah. Music is a therapy too. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, it's
for
very,
so many people, it's a therapy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, to make it and to listen to it for
Mm-hmm.
me. So I'm just happy that I get to do it.
Bueno, well, I have to talk in Spanish so the people that understand Spanish understand us too. Ella dice que ella tiene un gran proceso trabajando en la música. Ella graba la música en su casa. De hecho, el single que salió hoy, Present, lo grabó en su casa, lo produjo, lo mezcló todo. Que ella también luchó bastante y lucha contra la ansiedad. Muchos tenemos ansiedad, no solo ella, y bueno, que también la música le ayuda como un proceso terapéutico para salir adelante de esos procesos. Well, so I was translating some parts of these things that you said to us. And when did you start to make music as a as a maybe a career? When did you start to think that you can make music as a career, and when did you start your career? So in this process, focused, as you said.
I started violin when I was 3. Empecé a tocar violin cuando tenía 3 años. And from
Mm-hmm.
there, I learned piano,
Mm-hmm.
clarinet, and just started writing music. Escribo la letra when I could. Um, and it just kind of became something that I was very comfortable doing, and it was the only time I felt comfortable was when I was writing music. And at that moment, I knew that I had to pursue it. Um, so I did. I changed a lot in my life in order to make it work, and it's not easy. It's definitely a struggle, but for me, it's worth it.
Yeah. I guess that when you realize that the whole way that 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 the whole way that you had to made to be here, you look back and you said, yeah, it's worth it. I guess that
It's hard.
you,
It's
yeah,
very hard,
it's
but
hard.
worth it.
Yeah, all in life is has the process of good things and bad things, but at balance you have to balance all and say well, the bad things go out and the good things is well, and
That's right.
stay there.
That's very true.
um yeah. um uh, Again, I have to say thank you, to be patient to hear this and talk about this and talk with me that I don't talk in English every day, and it is difficult uh, for me to talk and for you to understand some things. I
You're
guess.
doing you're doing great. You really are.
Well, thank you. Um, and I saw that you have many singles that you realized in the past, and all of your singles talk about some points of your life. you have the inspiration in some points of your life, or it games and you record you you let you let the process came to your mind and you composed and record and do the single and you post in your social networks. Is it natural or you have all the process?
It was difficult to get used to it just because there's so much involved. It's not just the music, it's also promoting yourself, getting the pictures done, doing the marketing. It's a lot. It's a lot. But for me, it's a 24/7 job for sure.
Yeah.
But I love doing it, and it does get overwhelming. But I don't know what else I would be happy doing, to be honest. So it was a transition to get used to that and to get used to promoting myself and to learn about marketing, things like that. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, but I love doing it. I know it's all part of the process, so I have to do it. And
And
yeah,
you do it and that's it.
that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have to learn about marketing too. So
Yes.
musical marketing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when I'm independent artist, so I don't have a marketing team or a PR or anyone
Mhm.
pushing the songs, so it's all up to me. And
Mhm.
that part is tough, but it's just part of it.
Yeah. A part of make music. Um, when did you start to have your own studio?
So I never really had a studio. I
Mhm.
I've been working out of my bedroom. So I
Okay.
record everything in my bedroom and I produce the music from there as well. And
Right.
because studios are too expensive, um,
Mhm.
I can't afford to go into a studio. So I made it work from home because there was no other option, and it's possible. You can get
Yeah.
equipment and record from home, which is great. So that it took me about 2 years to learn how to do that, like the right way. But you can learn
Yeah.
on YouTube, and there's so many videos about
Yeah.
production and recording yourself, and it's possible.
And and there are tutorials también. There are tutorials too to to use all the things that you have to use in a studio.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's once you get set up, it's fine. But all you have to do is just go on YouTube and watch
Mhm.
and learn,
And
which is pretty
yeah,
incredible.
yeah. And these are the things that happens here in 2020, that you have all that you think and learn on YouTube, which is amazing.
Yeah, you can do
Bueno,
anything.
yeah,
Anything is possible these days.
yeah. I have to talk a little bit in Spanish so the people can understand too. And ella dice que ella todo el material que hace lo graba desde su habitación en su casa, que no va, o sea, nunca fue a un estudio formal, convencional, y dice que justamente ella es música por la vía independiente, todo por la vía independiente tiene un poco más de trabajo, ella se hace su propio marketing se hace su propia promoción, ella graba sus singles, los produce, los mezcla, todo desde su habitación. Y bueno, y ahí los da a conocer desde las redes sociales, desde las plataformas, como ella misma dijo, desde YouTube. eh, y también dice que hoy por hoy, y tiene razón, está todo en YouTube para seguir los tutoriales, para armar un estudio propio, para tener los propios componentes y para saber cómo hacer la promoción de las cosas. Entonces ella dice, yo puedo aprender todo lo que está ahí, seguir los pasos y, bueno, y hacer las cosas por mí misma. Lleva más trabajo, y es cierto, pero lo puedo hacer y lo hago. No tiene un equipo de trabajo, pero le mete trabajo ella y va bien. Um, all of your singles, do you think sometime you can record a CD?
Yeah, I would love to do that, but for me, it's important because I'm a newer artist to give people a little taste of what's to come. So
Mhm.
that's why I'm gonna release an EP in the fall, which is
Mhm.
just 4 songs so that
Yeah,
they can understand what's coming, what's next, and then hopefully, yes, I would love to do an album one day.
yeah,
That's my dream
yeah.
for sure.
Uh, maybe a post quarantine dream.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
because it's hard to not be able to play live and play concerts. So,
Mhm.
yes, that would be nice.
Mhm. And for the next time after quarantine, uh, the whole world expected that, and in all countries we dream about the post quarantine time. Um, what do you think that came at that time? Maybe a tour, maybe the thing that we said, the recording a CD. What do you think you were? What do you think you maybe do at that time?
I'll definitely try and book shows in New York and play as much as I can because I miss it and I miss connecting with people after the shows, talking with them. Um, so yeah, I think just a lot of live shows and just getting back out there and doing what makes me feel good, which is performing.
Mm-hmm. That things that we live so normal at the beginning of the year, and you and you be here just at home, and you can uh, this time is so difficult for that. uh, and I talk in my own reality. I can uh, maybe at the beginning of the year I can go walk in the street and do some things and go to the places that I can and that I want to go, and at that time and I can't do anything, and that is a whole thing. And as I am here at home, the whole world is at home, and it's a whole process that all of us is making. Uh, yeah, this thing a, a real thing that came to bring us a new normality that the whole world is talking about. And what do you think of it? That maybe the next concert that you give, maybe it will be in 2021, or maybe the last time of this 2020. Um, Maybe it's a thing that you're planning or you don't.
I haven't planned any shows yet because I am scared of the virus. It's still out there, and I'm not ready to book anything yet. But if things do get better by 2021, then I'll look into booking a show. But as of right now, I don't feel like it's a safe thing to do.
Yeah, yeah. And you have a band who play with you on stage, or you go by your own?
I so I started by playing with a band. I had a drummer and a keyboard player, but now I'm just doing I'm singing and playing violin, and I have a keyboard player with me. So it's just two of us right now. And sometimes I do play by myself. I'll just play at the piano and do acoustic, which I love doing. But yeah, it changes. I like to keep it a little bit different and fresh every time I perform.
Yeah. Uh, and at this time, some artists do some live shows on social networks. Do you think about that?
Yeah, I've done a few live performances.
Yeah.
I will schedule one for soon. But I have a show on Instagram Live every week that is called Anti-Anxiety Hour. And
Yeah.
it's where I speak with other artists about music, like their music and mental health. So it's just kind of a way, at least for me, to connect with other artists during this time, and also to just keep myself in check and in balance and socialize a little bit because I don't really talk to many people on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So it's nice to just do that every week.
Yeah. It is good for you, and it is good for the audience that follow you, who can socialize too, with you and between
Yes.
them. And um, these these lives you do, and do you do these lives in in your social networks?
Yes, I do it on Instagram every Saturday usually around like 5 o'clock New York time. I
Yeah,
have one tomorrow at 5 o'clock um, with an
yeah,
artist, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's just a nice way to connect and keep
yeah,
building a community around the mental health issues because I believe it's really important to come together and to
yeah,
talk about what's going on and not just keep it
yeah,
in because that's the worst thing you could do.
yeah. Uh, and now I will be talking in Spanish so the audience can understand. Um, Ella dice que todos los sábados a las 5 de la tarde, hora de Nueva York, hace un vivo en su Instagram, y esto es lo que llamó anti-ansiedad, la hora de la anti-ansiedad, en donde, bueno, ella interactúa a través de Instagram con sus seguidores, también, bueno, hace un poco de música y escucha, habla, comparte con ellos y, bueno, comparte también con toda su comunidad. Aparte hablamos de lo que serían los shows en este tiempo de pandemia, y bueno, ella dice que por ahora no planea nada, pero puede ser que para el 2021 sí empiece a planear sus conciertos. También hablábamos de la banda en el escenario, que bueno, ella dice, en algunos conciertos en particular, bueno, tocamos con un tecladista y un baterista, pero si no, también voy sola y toco los instrumentos yo, hago las cosas yo, canto yo y nada, eso es la fecha. Así que buenísimo. Bueno, um, well, they are sending messages here in Instagram. Uh, so many so many people is sending love here.
Yes, I
Um,
see. Thank you guys.
I'm glad the show can help you. You said, yeah. I
It's
Alexander Al- Alexander Pierce said that he will be there on your lives,
Thank you. Thank you, Alexandre.
and some user there post that your songs are amazing, um, which is
Thank you.
a whole thing. So you work so hard on every song, and each song shows all your love to people, and
Oh,
that the people can send these messages here is a whole thing. Thank you
yes,
for
thank you
sending
guys.
this. Yeah, you are a better producer than me, and it's what I do. Kevin White said
Oh,
that. Yeah.
oh, I'm sure you're an excellent producer. Come on.
Mhm. Well, um, what are your social networks so the people can find you and also can participate of this anti-anxiety hour?
It's on, if you go on my Instagram, I'm at Illicit Ghost, ILLICITGHOST. And yeah, you can tune in tomorrow. I'm on Instagram Live. That's where the show will be. And if you want to look at other social medias, I'm on Facebook at Illicit Ghost, and I'm on Twitter at Illicit Ghost, and Spotify, same thing, Apple, all those places.
Yeah, at all those places and at your YouTube channel,
I do
so
have,
they
yes,
can see your the videos that you record and post there.
yes,
On YouTube, also can search for Illicit Ghost and they find you.
that's right. Yep.
You are thinking, are you thinking about the next step after this present single that came out today?
Yes. I will be putting out another song in September, October. The date isn't final yet, but somewhere around there, and it's gonna be a surprise as to what it is. But I hope everyone likes it. I also am working on a music video for Present, which
Mhm.
should come out in September. It's my first ever music video, so I'm really excited about
Oh,
that.
that's good. That's good. All of our good vibes for that video.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah,
Um,
and that music video they can see at your YouTube channel.
yes, I'll put it on YouTube. If you subscribe to me on YouTube, then you'll get a notification when it's out, and you can watch it right when it comes out.
Hmm. Uh, that question. Take a look at my anxiety part. So we are talking about that things, and that question shows it. Uh, so I maybe have anxiety problems too. All of us has it. and some term in some part of our lives. So I this this interview uh, maybe it's a short interview, but uh, I I want to say thank you for being here, and and at and at that time and at this time I want to introduce también I want to introduce to all the things that you said so the people can understand.
Okay.
Bueno, que ella dijo que, bueno, la encuentran primero, antes que nada, lo más importante, la encuentran en todas las redes sociales como Illicit Ghost. Saben que ella en Instagram hace los sábados a las 5 de la tarde su vivo, así que pueden participar, interactuar con ella, estar, hablar, interactuar también entre los usuarios que vean el vivo. Am, lo, pueden estar ahí que tomen el tiempo para interactuar, para hablar y bueno, para bajar la ansiedad justamente es la hora de la antiansiedad que ella propone. Bueno, ella dice que yo le dije, bueno, me pregunta de mi lado ansioso, le pregunto si tiene ya el paso siguiente después de Present, del single que sale hoy, o sea, por eso mi lado ansioso. Bueno, ella me dijo que sí, que tiene un single que piensa que va a salir para octubre, noviembre más o menos, y que está grabando el video, está pensando, todavía está planeando el video de Present que puede salir en septiembre. Esto, bueno, también depende de los planes y de cómo se vayan llevando. En septiembre es posible que se estrene el video de Present en el canal de YouTube de Illicit Ghost. También lo buscan en YouTube como Illicit Ghost y están todos los singles que ella publicó ahí. También, esto no sé si lo traduje en la parte anterior, pero ella dijo que tiene la idea de grabar un CD, sería buenísimo, es un sueño hermoso, pero que por ahora solo piensa grabar el EP, o sea, piensa que si puede llegar a salir un EP. Esto es un sueño de llegar algún día a grabar un CD, pero no hay planes. Esto se lo dijo en el blog anterior. También ella dijo que, bueno, esto es lo que está en planes, ¿no? Present sale hoy, lo escuchan también en todas las redes sociales, en el SoundCloud de Ya está, en el YouTube de Ya está, lo pueden escuchar, lo tienen ahí disponible. Y bueno, y el mes que viene va a grabar el video de Present, que va a ser su primer video musical. Y después puede ser que más para octubre, noviembre salga un nuevo single y más música de ella. Y como decía en la parte anterior que tradujimos, bueno, está planeando ya sus conciertos, pero para 2021 que se viene todo lo que tiene que ver con planes de salidas, conciertos y demás en esta nueva normalidad que nos propone la pandemia después de la cuarentena. Um, well, some people here talk uh, uh, and send more messages. Uh, thank you for this time in Radio Emociones.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's so important that you talk about mental health. I want to repeat this because it's so really important to talk about this. Not only in the US and here in Argentina, so in so many parts of the world are people that is suffering with mental health, and is so much important to talk in in every situation, in every time in every part is so much important, and you have to talk and express the things, the way you can is so much important, that you that are the other parts of this phone, and you are hearing us. It's so much important that you can express yourself in the way that you can express. So I want you to. This is the last the last message that I want to send to people that is hearing us, and I want you to send a message about this to people too. I think that it's important to send a good message to our audience.
For me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want you to send a message about this thing about mental health issues that you can is I think is important, and that you can send a message to people that is watching us, and
Sure.
say to them that they can express, and they are people that can hear you or hear them.
At the end of the day, I believe that change comes from within. And if you are struggling, just know that you are strong enough to make the change. You can do the work. You can heal. I have faith in everybody. And I just would like everybody to know that.
Mhm. Thank you for this message to people, to our audience, and I hope that we can talk here at Instagram and at radioemociones.com again when you have your new material, your
I would love
new
to.
your new single, uh, and all the good vibes for this present new single that came out today. Uh, Thank you for this time, and mm, and I hope that it will repeat.
Thank you so much for having me. Gracias. I loved coming on and chatting with you. And yes, I hope we can talk again. Stay safe and healthy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Bueno, terminamos la entrevista con Illicit Ghost. Le escuchábamos hablar sobre salud mental, dar su último, o sea, este último mensaje al final de la entrevista. Es muy importante realmente que puedan hablar, que puedan expresarse, que en todo momento, si sienten que algo les está pesando de más, bueno, sepan que hay gente que estamos acá para escucharlos. Vamos a escuchar ahora justamente el nuevo single que salió hoy de Illicit Ghost, que es Present, acá al aire de radioemociones.com. Gracias por haber estado ahí, gracias por habernos escuchado. Saben que pueden quedarse en la continuidad de Radio Emociones en radioemociones.com las 24 horas del día, los 7 días de la semana. Y en las redes sociales estamos como Radio Emociones en Facebook, como R Emociones 2016 en Twitter y como Radio Emociones 2016 acá en Instagram. Gracias por haber estado ahí, gracias por escucharnos y por dedicarnos este tiempo del día. Vamos a escuchar a Illicit Ghost al aire en radioemociones.com. Gracias.